Help me fix my foundation, Doc. So what is this all about? Well, basically it is an opportunity for you and I to have a chat about the foundations that you currently have, particularly when it comes to maybe your health and fitness or your lifestyles or better performance, whether it's the gym or even at work as well too. So why do I want to talk about fixing a foundation? Well, I'm going to read you some notes because I've written them down. So here we go. Building a solid foundation is crucial to success in anything that you do, and it doesn't make a difference whether it's career, life, personal stuff, health and fitness, learning new skills, and there are probably 3 or 4 things why. Let's talk about number 1. If it's career growth, so like you are building a sturdy opportunity for you to grow, you need a good foundation for that to happen. Again, it's a bit like the house of cards versus the house of straw versus the house of bricks. One of them will stand up to the test of time, the others will simply crumble and fall. Now, a successful career requires a solid base also too. So you've got to get your foundations right, you've got to get your skill set. You don't just keep jumping from job to job to job to job. Gen Y, Gen Z, please listen up. The opportunities are there, and those who are successful in the long run will stay in a path for as long as it takes till they build up those skills to move on and maybe share and impart them to others. So developing a growth mindset will also help, and therefore continuously learning that these things are essential and they fall into the foundation. Number 2, health and fitness, primarily what I'm here for on this platform. Premier, let's call it Premier, that sounds good. Health and fitness emphasizes the importance of having a strong foundation. Now that's fitness goals, regular exercise, proper nutrition, adequate rest. All of those are about laying the groundwork for you to be healthy and live longer and stronger, a motto that I like to use, and particularly for not just your physical, but your mental and emotional well-being too. And I think we downplay a lot of that. If it's coming to learning new skills, then whether it's personal development, whether it's professional, whether it's just something you want to learn another language because you're going to go for a travel, then a solid foundation will also help you accelerate that. There are learning strategies associated with this, such as you get extra resources, but don't procrastinate. Don't look at the navel fluff and the lint. Getting all the sort of free stuff without executing is where the downfall happens. So therefore, that solid foundation will help you execute. And as past it the last couple of days, do the hard work. Embrace the mistakes. 1, 2, skip a few, ain't going to get you there. Do all of the steps, do all of the things. 2 steps forward, 1 step back is still 1 step forward. And all of those will contribute towards you building a great foundation. So focus on these. If you do that, it sets yourself up for long-term success. You'll build a bit of resilience, get a bit tougher, have a bit of grit, and therefore you'll fulfill those opportunities. So fix my foundation is just that. What I do is I have a big questionnaire. It's quite a lengthy one, but I'm also going to put a shorter one out there because I know people's attention spans doesn't last that long. And what that's about is this. I'm going to simply cover a couple of areas. Obviously, health and fitness, the gym, the working out thing, your physical preparedness. I'm going to talk about the food thing. Yes, that's what are you eating, how are you eating, what are you eating, and all that sort of stuff. And how do you want to go and lose some weight? And then the third thing is the ticker up here, the brain, what it means to be mentally tough and strong and part of growth mindset, because that's the stuff that I spent my time in consulting space doing. Whilst on the surface it doesn't look like much, some of us consultants know a shitload of things or two about how you go about doing things that aren't just clickbait, 3-second, 10-second clips on TikTok, Reels, or YouTube Shorts. So if you're interested, I will put a link below this to the very, very first and yet very, very simple questionnaire. Fill it out. I'll read through it. If you are genuine in your answers and you're willing to provide me with those details that the question simply asks, then I'll reach out and I will jump on a call with you, and then over that 10-15 minute call I'll give you my 2 cents worth. There might be 1, 2, maybe even 3 things that I can recommend to you. It's going to cost you nothing apart from your time, that you can go away and try and implement over the next 1, 2 to 4 weeks. And then whether your goal is weight loss, and I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest with you, unless you've got the foundations in place, it will give you something. It might be a food thing. It might be the fact that you are quite a sedentary person. You think that you're getting in your 10,000 steps, but you're spending most of your day sitting on the ass. You are still sedentary. So maybe it's a workout thing. Maybe it's a skill that you might need to learn. Maybe it's not the Pomodoro technique, which is time management, but something like that I can give to you that you can go and try. Hey, if it works, come back, let's have a chat. You want to learn a bit more, want to get involved in the program about what I actually do and get the results that Chris and a few others have been getting, then maybe it's time for us to have a chat. You see, because this 14 day, this holding up a picture of you holding a 5 kilo plate to say that you lost 5 kilos in 5 weeks, don't mean shit. I can drop 5 kilos over the next couple of days. I can get diuretics, I can not eat, I can put my body into a fasted state, and suddenly I will drop 5 kilos. Doesn't mean much. Go for the next week or two and keep doing the same thing over and over again. I'll do it, but I'm going to lose it from muscle mass. Not something that I want to do at my age, because muscle mass for me is my longevity organ. Make sure that you understand that and get that straight. So if you're interested in working on that foundation, hit me up. Link is below. Maybe you and I can have a chat. Cheers.